Welcome all. Now the next element is a capacitor. Okay, we know the Ohm's law. I equal to C times dV by dt. I equal to C times dV by dt. This is the Ohm's law. Then let V equal to Vm cos omega t plus phi. Consider that our V is a sinusoid Vm cos omega t plus phi. In phasor domain it is Vm angle phi. Now I equal to C times d by dt is nothing but j omega into V. Okay. So V equal to I divided by j omega c, and this 1 upon j omega c is nothing but the xc. This xc will come in the numerator. So this will be xc times I. xc times I. Okay. So xc is nothing but 1 upon j omega c, and xc is called as the capacitive impedance. xc is called as the capacitive impedance. Now let's find out the phase angle. So as you can see, voltage has a phase angle phi. V equal to Vm cos omega t plus phi equal to Vm angle phi. So voltage has a phase angle phi. So I have plotted voltage with phase angle phi. Now what is current angle? So what will be current angle? So current is nothing but here C j omega into V. And then this j has angle 90 degree. 90 degree plus angle of V. Angle of V is phi. So current angle will be 90 degree plus angle phi. So that means 90 degree plus angle phi. If I rotate it in the anti-clockwise direction, 90 degree plus phi, I will get current in this direction. So this is my current direction. So what you can see in anti-clockwise direction, which one is ahead? Current is ahead. Current has more angle than voltage. So that means in capacitor, current leads voltage by 90 degree. In inductor, current lag voltage by 90 degree, but in capacitor current lead voltage by 90 degree. So next is summary. So element R in time domain it is V equal to IR. In phasor domain also it is V equal to IR. Now that current can be sinusoidal. Inductor in time domain V equal to L di by dt. In phasor domain it is j omega L into I, that means XL into I. Capacitor I equal to C times dV by dt, and in phasor domain V equal to I divided by j omega c, and that is nothing but V equal to xc into I, where xc is 1 upon j omega c. Okay. Now next is, let's see one example. The voltage V equal to 6 cos omega 30 t plus 60 degree is applied to a 0.1 inductor. So this much voltage has been applied to an inductor of value 0.1 Henry. Inductor value is 0.1 Henry. Okay. So we have to determine the steady state current through inductor. So we have to determine the current in the inductor. Okay. So use the relation. But first of all, we should calculate the values. So V equal to Vm cos omega 30 t plus 60 degree, that means amplitude is 6 volt. Omega is 30, compare with omega t, so omega here is 30 and phase shift is 60 degree. Okay, inductor value given in the question is 0.1 Henry. Then XL is nothing but j omega L. So j into 30 into 0.1, it comes out as 3j. 30 into 0.1 is 3. So inductive impedance is 3j, and unit of inductive impedance XL is ohm. Unit of capacitive impedance is also ohm. Suppose if one inductor is written, inductor symbol has been drawn, and there 0.1 Henry is written, then to calculate the inductor impedance, you have to get the value of omega also. You will require the value of omega also, so that the capacitive inductive impedance is j omega L. Okay, and if with inductor, let us say 5j is written, that means what value is provided? 5j ohm is written, that means directly XL is provided. XL value directly is we have been provided. Okay. Now what we have to calculate in the question, we have to calculate current through inductor. Okay. So we know the relation VL equal to j omega L into I. So I equal to VL upon j omega L. Okay. And what is the value of j omega L? That means XL value is 3j. So just make a substitution over here. So I equal to VL upon 3j. So I equal to VL upon 3j, and VL in the phasor domain is 6 angle with 60 degree, because in the question what is VM? 6 VM cos 30 degree, 30t plus 60 degree, that means 6 cos 30t plus 60 degree. In phasor domain it is 6 angle 60. VM angle, that is the representation in phasor domain. So the angle is 60 degree and VM is 6. VM value is 6. Okay. So 6 angle 60 degree divided by 3j. So 6 by 3, magnitude by magnitude, it comes out as 2. And angle, j has angle 90 degree. So whenever that angle comes in the numerator, so it is subtracted. So angle 60 minus 90 is nothing but angle 60 minus 90 is 30 degree. So angle 60 minus 90 is nothing but 30 degree. So my current is 2 cos 30t minus 30 degree. Okay. Now one more question. Use nodal analysis to find voltage Vx in given circuit. So I have to determine this voltage Vx. And as you can see, one inductor is drawn and 9j is written. That means this is a XL directly is provided in the question, not the inductor value. Directly inductive impedance is provided, and for capacitor also 3j is written. The minus 3j is written. That means capacitive impedance is provided. Okay. So I have to determine the Vx and I have to use nodal analysis method. So I will assume that this node is at higher potential. Higher potential means all currents are leaving current. So this I1 current is leaving current, this I2 current is leaving current, and this I3 current is also leaving current. So by KCL, I1 plus I2 plus I3 equal to 0. Okay. Now what is value of I1? So voltage minus voltage, this voltage is 0 divided by impedance. Impedance is 9G. So this will be VL minus 0 divided by 9J plus I2 current VL minus 0 divided by minus 3J. Okay, I will show you. And I3 current is the opposite branch current. Okay. Vx minus 0 divided by 9J plus Vx minus 0 divided by minus 3J. Impedance is minus 3J. And this is the opposite direction current. So equal to 4 angle 90 degree. So that will become with negative sign. Divided by voltage minus voltage divided by impedance 9J across inductor. Voltage minus voltage divided by minus 3J across capacitor. And that I3 current is the entering current opposite to our I3 current, at 4 angle 90 degree equal to 0. So I1 plus I2 plus I3 equal to 0. So that this minus term will go to that side, so it becomes equal to, okay. Then here it is 3J, here it is 9J, and minus I will write over here. So I need to adjust 3 over here. So it becomes 3 here, so that it also becomes 9. Okay, and this minus sign will come over here. This minus sign will come over here. Okay, so here it is plus 9J. So 9J will go to that side, and this Vx minus 3Vx is minus 2Vx. Minus 2Vx equal to 9 into 40, that means 36 angle 36J with angle 90 degree. 36J with angle 90 degree. Okay, so it becomes minus 2Vx. So this 2 will also get divided. So overall Vx equal to 36 by 2 minus 2, that means minus 18J angle 90 degree. Okay. So minus 18J will provide angle 90 degree. What is the angle provided by J? 90 degree. And it is a multiplication. So in multiplication we add the angle. So 90 plus 90, 180 degree. So Vx equal to minus 18 angle with minus 18 angle with minus 18 angle with 180 degree. But this 180 degree has a sign, negative sign. So this can be written as 18 times Vx equal to 18 with angle 0 degree, because we know that 180 degree means what is the sign of 180 degree angle? Sign of 180 degree angle is negative. So that's why that negative sign will come over here, and it is multiplied with this minus 18. So minus 1 into minus 18, it becomes plus 18 with angle 0 degree. So this is the value of Vx. So this is the value of Vx, because these two are the same form. Minus 18 into 180 degree and this 18 into 0 degree, both are the same form. Okay, don't get confused. These both are the same form. Even if you write your answer up to this, no problem. Okay, thank you.